Good morning. Okay, good morning, everyone. Today is February 21, 2025. Welcome to our pre-bid conference. So before we start, may I request everybody to please stand for the prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Our Heavenly Father, we offer you our thanksgiving. We thank you for everyone gathered here today to walk with you. May we ask you for your blessings and guidance so that the activities set for this undertaking be successful. We ask you to open our eyes to see the wonderful things from this activity. We ask that you open our ears so that we may retain the invaluable knowledge. Open our minds for us to think wisely. Put us with understanding, cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities. Open our hearts so that we may receive your everlasting love, and open our spirit so that we may know that you are with us all throughout the day. We ask all this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Okay, so before we will proceed with the discussion of the 11 projects for bid out, I will call the attendance first. So from the Bidding and Awards Committee, we have our back chairperson, Alfredo E. Hernandez. For vice chairperson, yours truly, Jeremiah Gabuya. For the back members, we have Maria Dolores B. Salazar, Maria Luz Di Brenzuela, and Jafet M. Salera. For the back secretariat, we have Fritz Andrew G. Asignar, Winmar R. Pilimia, Sarabel Sulib, and Marilu T. Avila. For the technical working group, we have Kenny Luis Di Mansueto, Reynaldo B. Padillo. That's it. Okay. And Kenny, yeah, I've already mentioned Engineer Mansueto. Okay? So we have no visitors from the construction firm, probably online. Okay, so we will now proceed with the discussion of the different contract IDs. So may I request the programmers and designers.
Good morning, everyone. For the first project, we have here construction of road in Barangay Suba, Cebu City, with a contract ID of 24HH0149, contract name Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, CPAG, access roads and/or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road, Sitio, Bangkal, Barangay Suba, Cebu City. With a project description of road construction, PCCP, with an approved budget of 4,825,000 pesos, with a contract duration of 77 calendar days, and the source of funds is SR 2024-12-02-3331. So for the major scope of works for this project, But before that, the station, there are two sections for this project. Section 1, station 4100 to station 4182, and section 2 with a station limits of 3800 to 3870 with a total net length of 152 meters. So for the second page, we can see here its location plan. The project is located near Puzzle Fish Market Phase 2, in between Phase 2 and Phase 1. And Section 1 is located at the Cebu City Fish Port. So here are the sections, Section 1 and 2. And for the major scope of works, we have here the surplus common excavation, pipe, culverts, and drain excavation, gravel fill, subgrade preparation, aggregate subbase course, PCCP with a thickness of 250 mm, and 3 days of curing period, and reinforcing steel, structural concrete, metal frames and gratings, reconditioning of drainage structures, manhole, and concrete cover. So for the next page, we have here the general notes and the technical specification of every item. And for the last page, we have the typical road section. In the typical road section, the items that are included here are item 1022, surplus common excavation, item 311, D3 for the PCCP with a thickness of 250 mm, 3 days, and the item 201, aggregate subbase course. And also we have here the proposed drainage that has a width of 800 mm. So that would be all for Barangay Soba Road Construction Project. So summary of quantities. Sige sir. Wala sir. Ay, this one. Ay, gani sir. Section 1. Sumpay laguro ni sir. Yes, na-propose drainage sir. Gawas dito sa CS-ment gani sir. Dito sa may kilid sa Puzzle Fish Port. Dito gawas. Naray pipe culvert dito. Yes. Yes. Sige. Sige lang sir, we have kuan naman po survey data. We can see the elevations para ma-consider po namo to ang imong concern. So, okay na sir? Sige, for the next project, we have for Barangay, Transcentral Highway.
Good morning. I'm here to discuss for our next project with a contract ID of 25HH0139, contract name 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program, Rehabilitation, Reconstruction of Roads with Slopes, Collapse, and Landslide, Secondary Roads, Cebu, Balamban, Transcentral Highway, kilometer 16 plus 077 to kilometer 16 plus 127, Cebu City. Project description. This is a slope protection project. Our approved budget of the contract is 44,100,000. Contract duration is 291 calendar days. Our source of fund, GAA FY 2025. And for our plan, our station limits starts at kilometer 16 plus 077 to kilometer 16 plus 127 with a net length of 50 meters. This one, our location. This one is our end. The end of our project is the start of the previous slope protection project, this one. Yes. Mag-una ta, sir. Dito mo continue. Oh, before our existing slope protection project. These are exact coordinates for the start and the end. Here are summary of quantities. This one. Our target scope of work. This project calls for the reconstruction and rehabilitation of existing roads with slip, with the purpose that the foundation will lie on stable grounds and likewise utilizing the part of the slip pavement alignment as the detour road. The target scope of work of this project is to remove the existing slip pavement, reconstruct and maintain it as detour until the duration of the project, which is to be extended up to the end of the slip section to provide safety and to traveling public. From kilometer 16 plus 077 to kilometer 16 plus 127, a deck slab of 8-meter width with concrete pile foundation is to be constructed. Structural steel sheet piles will also be provided on the side of slip pavement to prevent future movement of soil under. Installation of safety roller barriers on the side of slip pavement will be provided. Likewise, pavement markings to add safety to the traveling public with the provision of traffic management, safety and health, with communication utilities, field office and quarters. This target scope of work is deemed necessary and adopted as a slope protection countermeasure for this road slip failure to permanently address the road slip. This one, we have our precast concrete piles, this one, and structural steel sheet piles. Next, we have our general notes and technical specifications. And lastly, our typical road section, this one. We have our deck slab here at the top. This one, our concrete piles. Then we have our sheet piles at the side. Then we have there our safety roller barriers. Yes, sir. Oh, sir. And that's all for this project. Our next project is kilometer 18.
So the next project is contract ID 25HH0140 with contract name 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslide. Secondary roads, Cebu, Balamban, Transcentral Highway, kilometer 18 plus 420 to kilometer 18, 580, Cebu City, with an ABC amount of 49 million. Contract duration of the project is 299 calendar days, and source of fund is GAA FY 2025. So the net length of this project is 160 meters. So here is the project location of the project. So the current condition of the site is, this project is a continuation of our 2021 project. So here's the not updated photos na. So for the summary of quantities, so we have combined field office and operation and maintenance of the temporary field office, provision of communication facility for the engineer, permits and clearances, miscellaneous, survey and staking, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. We also have detour and access road, removal of structures and obstructions, embankment from roadway excavation, structural steel sheet piles driven, reinforcing steel, structural concrete, lean concrete, metal guardrail, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. So the target scope of work, this project calls for the reconstruction rehabilitation of the existing road with slip. The flat slab with a span of 118 meters resting on board pile foundation was then provided. This target scope of works is deemed necessary and adopted as the slope protection countermeasure for this road slip by relocating the original road alignment using the shaft method and a flat slab bridge structure with board pile foundation to permanently address this road slip. The total project length is 160 linear meters. So this project is, so the CY 2021 scope of work is the board piling. So this project is the bale superstructure na siya, yung flat slab na lang. Yes. So here's the general notes. The sample reinforcement. So here's the typical cross-section of the project. So that's it for kilometer 18. Next one is
Morning, everyone. So I'm here to discuss the project with the contract ID 25HH0141 with contract name Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps or CPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities, construction of road leading to Sirao Flower Garden, Barangay Sirao, Cebu City. Forgive us, but the project description for this one should be roads, construction of PCCP, with an approved budget of 49 million and contract duration of 233 calendar days, with its source of funds being GAA FY 2025. So for our station limits, this starts at station 21,000 until station 21,962 with a net length of 962 meters. Here you will see the location of our project. So basically this starts right before, or like this is the road leading to Sirao Garden, and it ends near Veco, unahan sa ato ang Sirao Flower Garden. You will also see here the coordinates of the start and end of our project for easy navigation to our site. So for the summary of quantities, we have here the major scope of works include removal of existing PCCP. It also has surplus common excavation, structure excavation, shoring, cribbing, and related works, pipe culverts and drain excavation, embankment from roadway excavation, gravel fill, subgrade preparation, aggregate sub-base course, PCCP, 0.25 meter thick, 3D skewering, structural sheet piles, structural steel sheet piles driven, reinforcing steel, structural concrete, paint, pipe culverts, stone masonry, concrete curb, metal guardrail, and metal beam and piece. So here are our general notes and technical specifications included in this project. And here is our typical roadway section. So basically, most of our project only includes construction of PCCP, but almost at the end of the project, we have slip protection. Doon ni siya sa padulong sa Veco. So yeah, you can see here that mag-construct og PCCP with line canal sa atong left side and slip protection sa atong right side. Here, the stone for the protection as well as the structural sheet piles furnished and driven right here. And other scope of works include katong reinforcing steel, concrete, and for our proposed line canal. Sir? Yes, sir. Concrete na siyang nasa here. So yeah, that's all for this project. Next project.
Morning, everyone. So let's continue. Contract ID 25HH0142 with the contract name Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program or BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Guba Phase 1, Cebu City, Cebu, with the project description, construction of building, with approved budget contract, 4,950,000, and contract duration is 180 calendar days. With its source of funds is GAA FY 2025. So for this project, this is located at Barangay Guba National High School. So the project is a construction of covered court. So this is the location. Its main scope of works consists of earthworks and its structural works. So the dimension of the covered court is 20 by 16 meters only with 10 columns. So there actually there is an embankment since dili level, hindi pantay yung floor doon. So there is 8041B embankment. And then 901C2 structural concrete footings and slab on fill. Next is structural concrete columns. And then 902-1A structural reinforcing concrete deformed bars grade 40. Next, we have the roofing or the finishing works. So 1013-2A1 for the ridge roll. And then there's flashing included and gutters. And then pre-painted metal sheets or rib type long span.
And also included is the structural steel roof framings, trusses, and truss girders. So that's all for Barangay Guba. Thank you. 142, yes sir. Guba, phase 1.
Good morning. Next is the contract ID 25HH04143. Contract name is Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings or Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Phase 3, Barangay Hipodromo, Cebu City, Cebu. Project description is construction of building. And the approved budget of contract is 4,950,000 pesos. With a contract duration of 180 calendar days, and the source of fund is GAA FY 2025. So basically, this is just the continuation of the ongoing construction in Barangay Hipodromo. Yes, Hipodromo. So this is the actual site photos. And the summary of quantities and the major scope of work is the construction and concreting of septic tank and cistern tank, the columns, suspended slab on third floor, beams and girders, and piling and plastering of CHB, waterproofing, and installation of roughing ins. So the phase 3 only consists of concreting from A to D. So columns from A to D and the suspended slab from A to D from second floor to third floor. That's all. Next, contract ID 25HH0144 with the contract name of Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings or Facilities to Support Social Services, Construction, Completion of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Kasambagan, Cebu City, Cebu, with a project description of construction of building and the approved budget contract of 4,950,000 pesos and the contract duration of 180 calendar days, and the source of fund is GAA FY 2025. So this is also a continuation of the ongoing construction there in Barangay Kasambagan. So the major scope of works consists of concreting of columns, beams, and girders at the second floor of the building, then piling and plastering and waterproofing of CHB in second floor, then the roofing works, which includes the trusses, ridge roll, flashing gutters, and pre-painted metal sheets, rib-tight, long span. Then the installation of downspout, plumbing fixtures at first floor and second floor of the building, and cold water lines. And also the electrical works, which includes roughing ins, wirings, panel boards, and lighting fixtures. Next. Good morning, everyone. I will discuss Contract ID 25HH0145 with Contract Name Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program BIP, Multipurpose Buildings or Facilities to Support Social Services, Rehabilitation of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Paril, Cebu City, Cebu, with the project description, construction, building, and approved budget of contract 4,950,000 with contract duration 180 calendar days and source of funds GAA FY 2025. So this is the perspective and the location of the project. Then for the summary of quantities, the major scope of work includes extension of the main roof and replacement of the roofing sheets of the canopy. So that is item 1013 2A1, fabricated metal roofing accessory ridge roll, 1013 2A2, flashing, 1013 2B1, gutters, 1014 1B2 for pre-painted metal sheets, rib type long span, and 1047-8 structural steel. Then it also includes the construction of 2 additional columns. So that is item 901 C2 and item 901 C4, structural concrete columns. Then we also have the extension of the fence and replacement of the gate. Then also installation of louvers, so that is item 1005-7, louver window. And lastly, painting works, so that is item 1032-1A, painting works for masonry or concrete, and 1032-1C, painting works for steel. That's all for Barangay Paril. Next is the contract ID 25HH0146 with a contract name of Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Building or Facilities to Support Social Services, construction completion of Babag Health Center and Wellness Camp, Cebu City, with a project description of construction of building and approved budget of contract of 5,940,000 and a contract duration of 150 calendar days, and source of fund is GAA FY 2025. So the major scope of works consist of structural concrete of slope protection with a length of 26 meters and concreting of open canal with 33 meters long. So this is the proposed slope protection at the site and the proposed open canal. And it also includes the glazed tiles in this site and unglazed tiles in the comfort rooms and ramp. And also the fabrication and installation of metal frames and gratings for the open canal. That's all.
Next, for contract ID 25HH0147, contract name, local program, national building program, building and infrastructures, multipurpose buildings, facilities, construction completion of Vicente Soto Memorial Hospital, Cebu City, with project description, buildings, construction of buildings. Approved budget contract is 29,950,000 with a contract duration of 250 calendar days, and its source of funds is GAA FY 2025. Its main scope of works mainly focuses at the 6th floor to 9th floor level. This is a completion project currently existing na siya dito now. So for 1016 1A waterproofing, this is located at the rear and the left side of the building from 6th floor to 9th floor. So this is the rear elevation and the left side elevation of the building. Next is the for the CHB installation of CHB, this is located at the 8th floor to the 9th floor level to enclose the whole level with included also is the cement plaster finish and the painting works in this area. Next is the aluminum frame glass doors located at the 8th to 9th floor level also. Same with the glass windows, sliding type, fixed type, and awning type. So all located at the 8th to 9th floor level. And for the railings, we have the railings here at the ramp side and the fire exit side. It's the same sa 7th to 9th floor as well. Next is the ceiling works, 10031A, located at the 8th floor and the 9th floor level, so the whole area will be installed with the ceiling and kanang painting works. Next is a glaze and unglaze, same location, 8th floor to 9th floor. Glaze tiles for the common area and the unglazed tiles for the TNB or the comfort rooms. And next, lastly is the installation of the oxygen, nitrous oxide, gas, manifold and duplex vacuum pump, medical air outlet, medical oxygen outlet, and medical vacuum outlet, all mechanical works to be embedded. So from 7th floor to 9th floor level. And lastly is the installation of the air conditioning unit from the 8th floor to 9th floor. So that's all for Vicente Soto.
So good morning everyone. With the contract ID 25HH0148, Convergence and Special Support Program, CPAG Access Roads and our bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road including slope protection, Barangay Agsungot, Cebu City, Cebu. The ABC of this project is 48,250,000 with a contract duration of 299 calendar days, and its source of funds is GAA 2025. So the station limits of the project is from 19,300 to 19,340, having the net length of 40 meters. Then the location map of the project. The project will provide slope protection at the left side and then slip protection at the right side, and we will also work on the PCCP. As for the summary of quantities, we have the usual scope of works, and then for the major scope of works, we will provide detour or access roads, removal of existing PCCP, removal of structures and obstruction concrete, surplus common excavation, surplus excavation of hard rock, structure excavation, shoring and cribbing, pipe, culvert, and drain excavation, embankment, gravel fill, subgrade preparation, aggregate sub-base course, PCCP, 3 days, 25 thickness, reinforcing steel, structural concrete, pipe, culverts, metal frames and gratings, stone masonry, permanent ground anchor, select granular backfill, geosynthetic, reinforced mechanically stabilized earth, drain pipe, hydroseeding, concrete curb, guardrail, metal beam end piece, separation, geotextile, and drainage geotextile. For the target scope of work, the project involves the use of geogrid system for road slip protection, installation of erosion control blanket for soil protection, construction of 2 lanes PCCP with 6 meters width and 300 mm thickness, and it also includes 250 mm thick aggregate sub-base course, and its net length is 40 meters. So the following pages shows the general notes and technical specifications. And this is the typical section for the left side. The slope protection will be providing, and this will be the cross section for the right side, which will be the slip protection and the PCCP. That's all. Yes, sir. Yes.
So I think that's all. So any question from our late visitor? Wala, ma'am? May concern ka, ma'am? Okay, from our online viewers? Wala? Okay, so I move to close for this pre-bid conference. So okay, it is already seconded, so this pre-bid conference is hereby adjourned. Good morning once again.